job. Someone is trusting God for help. And a particular rich man invited him to come over. And then he told him also the time to come. On arrival, he was told that the man has not come, that he doesn't come today. He doesn't come on days like this. He said, but he asked me to come. And he confirmed that he doesn't come on days like this, but he asked me to come anyway. He said, okay, if you want to wait some more, keep waiting. And then the young man continues to wait. And after a very short while, the young man decided that the waiting game was over. And so he left. And a few minutes after he left, that big man who wanted to change his life forever arrived. And he lost the opportunity forever. Even when later he was explaining to the man he was there, the man said, I was there also. He said, no, sir, you were not there. Insult number 2. He's telling an owner of a company that he wasn't there. And then the young man said to him, okay, do me a favor, come back tomorrow. When you come, ask the security man at what time I came, at what time I left. And then he came and asked the security man, he said, yes, Agape, 5 minutes after you left. He was there for several hours before he left.
Welcome to Playlists. Now you can easily stitch multiple videos into a single stream, creating an engaging live series for your viewers. So let's see how easy it is to create your first playlist in Restream. From the home page, first click on Stream a Playlist. Select all the videos you'd like to feature. Then click Add to Playlist. Once you have loaded the playlist, you can always change the order by clicking and dragging the videos. Duplicate them, or add more videos. It's that simple. There are a few ways to stream your playlist. You can build and brand your playlist in advance and then set it to autoplay. Simply click Schedule Stream. Here you can add your title, description, date, time, upload an image, click Next, then add your destinations, and click Create Event. The playlist will go live automatically even if you're away from your device. You can also make your live series more interactive by adding options like custom graphics, captions, a QR code, and you can showcase viewers' live comments on your stream as they come in and interact with them in real time. Playlists unlocks more possibilities for streaming, repurposing, and delighting your audience. Let us know how you would use playlists. We can't wait to learn from you.
Prophetic word will not force you or will not force God. When He speaks His word, all we need to do is to run with it. And that's what we are preparing the church to do. What do you think is the first thing you should do this year? Waiting on the Lord. I will show you how. Can I tell you one thing that will shock you? Waiting on the Lord. You know, when people fast, they say they are waiting on the Lord. Waiting on the Lord, fasting is part of an exercise that can help our flesh to wait on the Lord. I want to say it again. Fasting is part of, it's an exercise and help our flesh that can help to condition our flesh to wait on God. But fasting does not bribe God. Fasting does not make God pity us. Fasting does not, those are not the things that make God pity us. The reason we fast is for our own sake. That is for those people who pray more when they fast. That is for those people who have come to understand that when they fast, their body is weak and their spirit is alive. That is what fasting does for every believer. So the more a believer fasts, the more he breaks down all those parts, the more he, the more he discovers that your body is no longer heavy with food and so on. And then you could just go ahead and pray. And there are people that when they fast, they pray better when they are sipping water, just sipping water. People who will only pray well, even if they fast for 1 week. The only time they pray is after breaking the fast. Strength will come. God accepts that prayer too. So I want to say that waiting upon the Lord simply means waiting upon the Lord, like that young man waiting on that man. I have a question. What do you think would have happened for the boss and the security people or the staff say we are closing? and decides to continue to wait for the bus, but decides to sit by the gate side or by the wayside until the next day. Let's even assume that this young man had to sit till the next day. And then the bus suddenly begins to drive towards the office, only to now discover that this young man was at the gate. And he calls him, "Young man, come here," or "Young lady, come here. What are you doing here by 5 a.m.? I only came in now because I have an appointment." He says, "Sir, you asked me to come in here yesterday. I came in. You asked me to come by 2 o'clock, so I came in by 12 o'clock. I waited. The story I told you was that the man arrived 5 minutes after he left. Abi? So, but think about another scenario where this man continues to wait till the next day, 6 a.m. of the next day. And that same boss that wants to give him a job, and that same boss that wants to give him a lift, and that same boss that wants to give him financial favor, same boss that wants to introduce him to someone special somewhere, arrives only to find him. That man will give him that help. He cannot hold that help back. His conscience will almost smother and kill him, that this young man had to suffer all this because of his own, I don't want to say indiscretion, but he's the boss of the organization, so he has a right to come in when he likes, and he has a right to cancel an appointment. Praise the name of Jesus. So waiting on the Lord is the best time for me